Hello students, today we're going to make a picture of Aurora Borealis. To do this, we really study images closely. We even watched some videos earlier in class. So, as with any project, start with your name in the corner and class code. You have one big nice piece of black paper and a smaller piece of black construction paper. So you have two options. I just folded this one in half lengthwise because I want to do a reflective landscape. I'll show you in the end how you don't have to fold this paper in half. I drew a tree line, so what I'm going to see is kind of a silhouette of trees, and maybe one of these is the roof of a building, of a northern landscape. So hills or coniferous trees like this will make sense for a northern landscape where someone would see Aurora Borealis. Using your scissors, try and cut as intricately as possible. And notice that when I cut this, it is one solid piece. I have not cut anything into pieces. I gave it an open so I could make sure it looked the way I wanted, and now I'm going back and I'm adding even more tiny details that will make these look like trees or make it look like I have a lot of craftsmanship in my art. So I can just go back in with scissors and add some extra little details that help these look like evergreen trees. So I'm going to position it on my paper and see how I like it. It's going to be up just a little ways from the bottom, and then I can begin my pastel work. So the idea of pastel is that it is a powdery pigment, and you can layer and layer it. It's hard to erase or subtract, so you have to kind of just be okay with how things end up. And for our art today, we want to see that silhouette of the tree line. So make sure that you get some pastel down low that will enhance us able to see your tree line. When you are using that color down by your tree line, all of the color that is near the tops of your trees is going to be reflecting in the water below in the exact same way, kind of like a mirror. So using that fold as my horizon line, everything is going to mirror below like the pink and yellow do. Make sure that your sky has a lot of wow, and make sure that you don't over blend. I save my blending for the very last step so that things do not get too muted back down. We want your sky to be bright, like when you're really experiencing Aurora Borealis in the night. If you don't want to use your hands for blending, you may also use a brush. I'll show you which brushes, and you can use a little bit of paper towel too, but both of these might pick up some pigment. The last step here is to add quite a lot of glue stick. We're not using white glue for this because that will warp your paper, but glue stick edge to edge on every single protrusion of your cutout will be great. So now I'm placing this, and you can see my tree line. You can see it reflecting perfectly in the water below. And you can see all of the details around my trees because of my color that I put, my glow that I put behind. So here's my finished piece. And here is a version that just has a normal tree line. There's no body of water in front. So I just scooted that tree line all the way down to the bottom. Have fun.